don't know which one they go with, but Alexander Georgiev or Igor Shesterkin. I just don't know which one they go with. They start with.
Igor.
I think they rotate, yeah.
So you got Iowa, Detroit.
Okay, you're live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Talking Baseball with Sal Angeletti, live from Hallinan Radio and Iron Horse Film Studio. And we're going to start all the way to the left-hand side with the man in the orange shirt.
Jonathan Intel.
Matt Sirianni.
Carl McGlasky.
Daniel Barrasso.
Hey, welcome back, Danny.
Thank you.
Long time no see, man.
Yes, very healthy, Danny. Thank you.
Feeling good, looking good. What can I say?
All right, boys, we're gonna kick it off because we're gonna touch baseball in a second, but we want to lace up the skates for a second.
Yep.
You just said we're going to touch balls in a second?
Yeah. So
Just checking.
they're gonna drop the puck in August. Hockey and basketball so far have agreed to terms with playing, except for baseball right now. Of course, football is going to be starting. So the NHL came up totally end the season where it is, 2014 bracket in the playoffs with all these buys, tries, and cries, or whatever they're doing. So, Carl, what do we got? What do the brackets look like?
Okay, so for the Eastern Conference, we have the 4 teams that got the bye, and we're going to be doing round robin while the other teams are doing the play-in series. Is Boston Bruins are number 1 seed, Tampa Bay Lightning is number 2, the Capitals number 3, and I'm representing my shirt. The Flyers are the 4th seed.
I knew I should have worn my Bro Dog
Just
jersey.
moved to Philly already.
Yeah. All right, so the first matchup, the 5-12 series, will be the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Montreal Canadiens.
I think Montreal on that one.
I think the Montreal Canadiens are a really good team. I think I take them over the Pirates.
Here's my feel. I don't know
Penguins,
much
excuse
about
me.
hockey. I wouldn't bet against Sidney Crosby.
Correct. All Montreal has.
What do you think there, Jonathan?
Penguins.
Yeah, the only thing that Montreal has is Carey Price. That's it.
All right.
The 6-11 matchup, number 6 seed, the Carolina Hurricanes against the number 11 seed, New York Rangers.
Rangers were hot before the stoppage of play, so I'm going to go with the Rangers on that one, even though I'm not a Ranger fan.
To quote Steve Summers, Rangers in 7.
Well, the thing with the Rangers is, like, they were hot. Well, the pandemic has kind of stopped their momentum, and maybe they're kind of feeling a little rusty, and maybe they might not come back as hot as they were. So I'm going to say the Rangers, but you don't know what they're going to be like when they take the ice.
Okay, and note, with this pandemic, the first play-in series and the first round of actual playoffs will only be a best-of-5 series.
Oof.
I want you guys to keep in mind for the Rangers, not only were they hot and came on strong, keep in mind they lost major players before the pandemic. And the pandemic, if it helped anybody, it helped the Rangers. Chris
That's
Kreider
right.
was coming into his own. Kako was starting to come into his own. You have Zibanejad, who's been out of his mind, finally coming into
Even
his
I
own.
heard about him in the news all the time. The guy's scoring goals like crazy.
Yep.
Panarin is everything we wanted him to be with the contract we gave him. So the Rangers were starting to really find exactly what they needed to find.
Right.
And I think the pandemic gave them a chance to rest, heal up, and now to get going. And I think their seed just getting in gives them a chance.
Right.
Okay, so for...
I'm sorry, real
go ahead,
quick.
go ahead,
You guys
Dan.
would know better than me. Didn't they just give Kreider an extension?
Yes.
Yes.
They did just
Yeah.
give an extension.
They were thinking about trading him
Right.
and getting
Instead they gave him-
prospects. Instead, they extended him. They thought he was going to ask for too much money, but he didn't. And that's huge for us. Kreider's a big stay for us.
And what about the kid we took number 2? Is he in the...
Kako. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Capo Caco.
So
Carl.
he's
it's like a
he's-
cereal.
The coach has done great.
Is he a scorer? What is his...
Yeah, he's going to be.
Right.
He's put him in lines that enable him to be successful. A lot of people want to see him on the first line, and coach has said numerous times we'll keep him between 2 and 4, depending. They start him low, they keep him going. So Kako's going. You could see him comfortable now, young guy's super young.
It's like Derek Jeter, his rookie year. Bet him 9th and leave him there.
Absolutely, you
Yeah.
put him in a place to be successful.
Okay, my thing with the Rangers is, since it's only best of 5, do you go with the King or start the Rook?
No.
You gotta keep the Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Ranger fan, but I work the Garden security. He's such a great goaltender, but there was nobody around him. There was no help.
Talking about Lundqvist, right?
Yeah, there was no help for the poor guy. He should have had 2 Stanley Cups under his belt by now, at least.
In 2014, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, when they brought over Rick Nash and we got our 40-goal-a-year scorer, I mean, you have to go with Alexander or Igor now. You just can't go with Henrik, and I feel bad.
This Igor kid's not bad.
No, I mean they're both good. I don't,
Yeah.
and the coach is adamant about the fact he rotates. He said, we're rotating goalies. Whoever has the hot hand stays in, and he puts the king in when they're a little,
Shaky.
they're a little shaky. But then he comes in, he gives up 5 goals, and he's forced to put one of the youngsters back in. So, it is what it is. It's all good.
Oh, hold on, guys. We got a phone call. Hello, caller.
On hockey?
All right. So while we're doing this, the 2014 playoff
Hold
format.
on. We got a call. Hello?
Go ahead, phone call.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
How's it going?
We're good. How are you?
Good.
Who do we have on the radio?
Who am I speaking to?
All of us.
What's going on?
Oh,
bud?
Sal, it's Joe. Joe Coop, how you doing?
Hey, Coop, what are you doing, brother?
Oh, God, Joe.
Hey, is it Danny over there?
Yes, sir. What's up, Joe?
What's up? You're really Dr. Evil.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. I don't want to interrupt you guys talking hockey, but it's going to be nice to be in my backyard and in my pool and watching some Ranger playoff hockey.
What do you think?
It's exciting. I mean, everybody's still got to be careful. It's crazy the way everything is going on, but without fans and hopefully in less populated areas, it could happen. I'm not crazy about all teams congregating in one conference in one area, really. I don't think that's a good idea. I think they should have spread it out a little bit more.
Okay.
Because they're playing all Eastern Conference in one arena, and they're playing all Western Conference in another arena.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that could be a little bit of a mistake. I mean, how many players on a hockey team? 25 players on each team? Plus the scratches, plus the training staff. You're going to have probably close to 75 people, 80 people there. That's in the referees and the scorers. That's a lot. I think they should have spread it out. It's nice to see. And everybody's saying, hockey's doing a great job coming back. They're not bickering. Basketball's not bickering like baseball.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But they already got paid 3/4 of their salary.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Baseball.
I'm thinking, Joe. Maybe you know how it is when we work the Garden. The benches are next to each other, but I'm thinking maybe they'll have another team on another side, maybe, or something like that, instead of all.
Hey, look, we watch wrestling. They do it now.
Yeah, that's true.
They have hundreds of people now in these arenas. It works. You can work it.
I mean, Joe, listen, your point is definitely it's valid for nowadays, with what's going on. But you're gonna dress a maximum 20 guys. You're gonna have a coach behind you. You're gonna have 5 guys on the ice at one time. The goalie being completely isolated from everybody else, and so you're gonna have 14 guys on the bench. And yeah, they'll have the trainers, but I'm sure the trainers are going to be wearing their masks. And as you know, all the hockey players have their visors in the front. I'm sure they'll
all be tested beforehand.
They're all tested beforehand, So I think if there's 2 sports that can do it, I think hockey can do it with the face guards, and I think baseball can do it because in every position you're 10, 15 feet away from anybody else.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that there's precautionary measures, and I think they'll do it just like everybody else. The teams will come in. They'll temperature check them. They're going to test them multiple times a week, and I think as long as they stay isolated and nobody's going out anywhere, it should be okay to go.
Well, wouldn't hockey be the one sport where it's the easiest to get sick from someone else because they always got the runny noses with the cold?
Well, a lot of them wear not only just the helmets, they're wearing the plastic in front of them. So
I know, but
with the hitting and all that.
Snow.
Yeah.
You have the runny nose. Your eyes are tearing. Like I would imagine it happens a lot in hockey. I mean, again, I don't know hockey much.
No. I mean, I'm not.
I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm not a hockey.
Well, they're going to wear a full face shield, I heard, too.
Yeah.
So
They're probably going to max the
breathing on the ice.
protection.
It's going to be like almost wearing glasses and a mask. You're going to be fogging up the I guess there'd be holes on the side for
course.
ventilation.
Yeah.
And on hockey's such bang bang. You got to have players on the bench all on top of each other also.
Right.
But listen, Joe.
Remember, one person gets this, it could wipe out. It could spread to up to 70 people.
Yeah, but you
could
got
wipe out
young,
2 teams
healthy
right there
people.
with one person.
Yeah.
What happens if someone on a team gets it? A star player like Sidney Crosby gets it. What do? You got to keep going on, I guess, because you're doing it already. You're in. You're preparing as if one of the better players might get it.
Hey, look, if a guy tears his ACL, they still keep going, right?
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, the thing is, the difference with that in baseball, in my opinion on baseball, I could talk for 3 hours about what's going on there.
The thing is, Joe, sorry to cut you off. If you don't try and bring it back, what if it's more like this for the next couple of years? You're not going to have no sports. You got to try sometime. You got to try something to try to bring something back.
Too much money being lost by not playing.
Yeah, and
Well, the thing is with baseball, the optics are bad. They're looking like they're greedy. The players don't trust the owners. They don't trust the owners from the 1919 Chicago Black Sox. That's how long it's been going. They don't.
Well,
trust
you were
the
there,
owners.
Joe. Tell us about that.
And the thing is also, I mean, all these players losing money. They said Garrett Cole, $38 million, he's going to make $8 million this year. Why don't you just defer the money over the course of a contract? You'll get it next year. You're not losing money. You're just not getting it in 2020. I don't know what the problem is with that. Why can't they just do something like that?
It's a good point.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I want to get down.
It makes them look bad. It really makes them look bad.
It makes the
owners
league look
good.
bad.
Makes the owners, we're going to put you here. We're losing a lot of money, but the players are the ones risking it. The owners are going to be in their boxes. Some of them are not going to be in the state when they're playing.
Joe, are they really risking it? You're paying Garrett Cole millions upon millions. I mean, what risk is? There's no risk.
No.
Can somebody ask Joe what the Rangers are
he's got to wipe that
in these
pregnant
playoffs,
too.
or what do we? Can somebody, Joe? Can you tell us what?
It's a family risk. It's a health risk.
Joe's a Ranger.
Joe.
City Field. They opened City Field. We know City Field. I work
Joe's
there.
phone has no
There's 70-year-old clubhouse attendants. I guess they're not opening the clubhouse. I heard they're going to make them change in their hotel
We can
rooms.
hang up on him. Come back in 2 hours. He'll still be talking.
Joe, can you hear me?
So you can see Aaron Judge on the Cross Bronx Expressway wearing his Yankee uniform, driving his car in the Yankee Stadium, I guess.
Joe,
if we have a viewer on right now, can a viewer write
My
Joe
personal
my
feeling,
question?
I love sports.
Oh my
We've
God.
gone seasons without sports.
I want somebody to ask
strike.
Joe what he
Joe,
thinks
tell
the
us how
Rangers
you
are going to do
feel.
in the playoffs. Ask Joe what
This
they're
is a
going to do in the
pandemic.
playoffs.
These are people's healths. You worry about health to get. I understand sports are great. Right now, you're looking at it's almost June. Basketball and hockey would have been almost over by
Gee,
now.
you gotta
They'd be
screen
almost
the
in the
callers.
finals. In 2 more weeks, it'll be over. I know you want to crown a champion, but at what price?
I feel like Mike Francesa right now.
This is good. Joe, do we have you? Houston, we have a problem. Joe,
Can you hear us,
Yeah.
Joe?
can you hear us?
Joseph.
Yes.
You can hear us.
We've been talking to
We
you
got
for
him,
5
guys.
minutes.
Joe.
and you haven't responded.
Joe, I've asked you
No,
about.
I can barely hear you.
Joe, I've
Kinda
asked
cut it
you.
off a little.
Hold on a
I'm
second. We
on my
lost
house
him.
phone, which is a
here
better
we go.
phone.
All right, Joe, I want to ask you, what do you think the Rangers are going to do in the playoffs?
Oh, they win the cup.
They go, wow.
All right.
Going out on a limb there, Joe.
Wow, he's going out on a limb.
They got the goaltending, they got the scoring, they got the defense, they got the power play.
Joe, have you done any
against
fantasy
Carolina
baseball
this year. They get
drafts?
through Carolina. You never know. You might get Washington, who they match up well against.
Yeah.
They match up well. They played
I've done
Boston
my
tough
drafts.
this year. They played Pittsburgh tough this year.
We did them right before the season.
They played all these teams tough this year. Tampa, they played tough. Rangers are a
Joe,
tough team.
Joseph.
They're a crappy team.
Coop, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Have you done your baseball drafts yet?
No, I was supposed to do it March 26th, and we held that off.
I did both of mine already, so I'm waiting for the season to go.
No, I don't know what we're doing yet. I did pay CBS Sports Line, so I'm
Oh,
waiting
that
for that. I got to see how long they're going to give me some money back. But no, we didn't do the draft yet. I don't. Nothing's concrete right now. We might do just because it's a short season. Might do just a winner take all kind of league.
No, I got
I
my
don't
team.
know
I'm
yet.
ready to go. 2 teams.
I got more teams to go over here for the brackets.
All right.
You guys want to hear?
Joe, thanks for calling in.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
No
thanks
problem,
for
guys.
listening.
Take care and good talking to you and stay well. And
You
Danny,
too, brother. Thank you.
All right.
seeing
Let's
you, man.
go
Hey,
Rangers.
my brother.
You got it, man. Bye.
All right,
Stay
back
safe.
to
Bye bye.
We'll tell you a funny story later.
back to what we were starting for our phone
I'm sorry,
call.
I think,
I think we got lost in Montreal.
I think Joe's still talking.
Feel free to call in 609-807-2492.
Not Joe.
All right, back to our topic here. The 7th seed, we have the New York Islanders facing the number 10 seed, the Florida Panthers.
Islanders.
Okay.
The Islanders and they
Islanders and Boomer Esiason son-in-law.
They got to be close to completing that.
I know.
To completing a hockey rink in Barclays, aren't they?
No, they're not, they're back on Long Island getting a brand new
next year.
arena.
Do you think that they brought back what's his name? Esiason's son-in-law. The kid, what's Esiason's son-in-law's name?
I can't. Who's the kid's name?
Boomer's son-in-law. On the island.
You gotta Google
He's
it.
with the Islanders. Then went to Canada. You think they? I'm telling you, they brought him back just for Boomer.
All right. The last while John's looking
Matt
that
Martin.
up.
There you go, Matty Martin.
All right. The last
And he said he's been practicing out in Long Island, so be careful.
the last series in the Eastern Conference playing round will be the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Maple Leafs.
I'm gonna go with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
All right.
This is all Chinese to me. I know nothing.
Okay. We have
No,
one
it's
more,
13 black on a roulette wheel.
One more conference to go over, and then we could turn the subject to another page. We got number 1 seed, defending Stanley Cup champion, St. Louis Blues. The number 1 seed. The number 2 seed will be the Colorado Avalanche.
Formerly the Colorado Rockies, a.k.a. the New Jersey Devils.
Wrong. They used to be the Hartford Whalers also.
The Colorado Rockies was just. The Avalanche was just a straight expansion team.
Yeah, but they were
No, but they were in Colorado.
No, but
That's
they were
the old-
They were a brand new expansion team in the early.
No,
90s.
but they're the old Devils.
Oh.
No, they're a brand new expansion
I'm
team.
telling you.
number 3 seed. We have
Whatever.
the Vegas Golden Knights as the 3 seed,
Third-year team.
and the 4 seed will be the Dallas Stars.
Vegas.
Okay. So
They
we
were the
have
Minnesota North Stars, right?
correct. Yes, sir. You do know some hockey. There
I'm
you
going.
go.
I'm going.
I know more 90s than I know 2020.
All right. So the first series will be the 5 seed, the Edmonton Oilers, versus the number 12 seed, Chicago Blackhawks.
Oilers.
I'm gonna say the Blackhawks.
I'm going Connor McDavid all day.
The
Oilers.
Oilers still have Gretzky and Messier.
No.
Then
I don't know. I think they were still with the Rangers the last time I think they won a Stanley Cup.
All right. We have
That's not
not
Gretzky.
we have the number 6
Gretzky didn't win a
seed.
Stanley Cup with us.
No. Every other
You said with the Rangers.
every other Oiler won.
He mentioned the other guy, Messier.
Yeah, Messier won. Well, okay, but he said
Every
Gretzky.
other Oiler won from Issa Tikkanen to.
Yeah. Number 6 seed, we
Gary
have
Curry.
the Nashville Predators versus number 11 seed, Arizona Coyotes.
They're not Phoenix anymore.
No.
No, they just changed the name. That's like the
Yeah, the NHL.
that's like the
bought them out
California
there.
Angels went to the Anaheim Angels, the Anaheim Ducks, and everybody else.
Oh, they changed the name of their team.
To Arizona Coyotes.
And the logo 1,000
All right,
times.
we have the number 17,
Stay woke.
the Vancouver Canucks
Messier is
versus.
still with them.
Huh?
Messier is still with them.
No.
Damn, I don't know nothing.
Number 10 seed, the Minnesota Wild.
How wild are they?
I don't know.
What is this, a
Find
match
out.
game?
Huh? And the last round of the first playing series will be the 8 seed, the Calgary Flames, where
Calgary
Bret Hart family's from, versus number 9 seed, the Winnipeg Jets.
So it's an all Canadians game. This one.
They're going to beat up each other and nobody's going to win.
I'm gonna go with the Calgary Flames.
I don't care about either team. They both lose. They stink.
I'm just happy the Flyers got a first round bye. That's all I'm worried about.
No, I'm saying Flames Jets. I'm saying Jets.
Okay, we got all this down, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Where in the heck are they playing?
2 hub cities. They're playing 2 hub cities.
Is one of them Florida?
I don't think so. They mentioned Canada. They also
Okay,
mentioned,
hold on a minute. How are they going to Canada?
I didn't think they confirmed it.
They didn't confirm nothing yet.
They didn't hold
But
on.
they
I
have
know
cities that they're looking for.
I know, but how could they confirm Canada? I'm just saying, say if it
They didn't.
I understand,
No,
but
they're-
nobody could go there.
I get it
No,
that
they didn't-
20% of the
they didn't
league
confirm-
is from Canada, but at the same time, if you look at the global landscape,
80% at least from.
80% of the league's from Canada.
They mentioned a couple cities.
Yeah, they all they're saying right now, after the round robins in the qualifying round, the playoffs will continue in 2 hub cities. Each of the winners of the qualifying round will advance to face one of the round robin teams in the first round.
Yeah.
So the conference finals, Stanley Cup finals, be best of 7 series.
Correct.
You
The
need to-
site of those games have yet to be determined. They're
Correct.
expected to play in one of the hub cities.
That's a lot of drinking to do right there. To just sink that all in.
And why the playing games are happening, number 4 seed, the 4 teams that have the bye will play each other to see who will be the 1 through 4 seed, supposedly.
I want to give a
Okay.
shout out to everybody who's watching, listening. My boy Paulie Macchia, my friend Doreen on Long Island, Jonathan's
I wanna gi- I wanna gi-
pals over there.
Yes, I want to give a couple shouts out. Jason Pilara, one of these days, you're a knowledgeable guy. You'll call in the show. I promise you.
Yeah, don't be afraid to call in. We don't bite. I mean, we can't reach from here. We're definitely 6 feet away.
I mean, by the way,
By the way, I knew there was a by the way in there somewhere, Alice.
you're hearing the callers, Jay. Come on.
Oh, John, I don't want to throw you off. You could they'll come back to another segment. As we talked last week, feel free to call in. We still have trivia for the you being running for the autograph helmet. Please call in 609-807-2492. We'll give
Jay.
you a question.
And whose helmet is this? Darth Lord?
Jay.
We're going to give you a
But-
question.
I actually have a little question myself. This is a baseball themed question, so I'm gonna mix it up here.
Okay, we're back at baseball.
Actually,
now.
no.
Thank you.
Actually, keeping with football, I'm gonna go with football because I thought of a really good question when I was in the shower.
So is this
today.
hockey, baseball, football?
It's a football question.
Okay,
man.
we made
football
it.
question.
Zero
All right.
in on it. Let's go.
All right, so in 2008, who replaced Vince Young as the Tennessee Titans starting quarterback? Who replaced Vince Young as the Tennessee Titans
Don't get
starting
that. Is
quarterback?
that going to be the question for the helmet?
I mean,
No, just to be in the running.
Oh, to be in the running for the helmet.
Correct.
I wasn't here last week, and I want to congratulate you guys. You all did an awesome job here. Thank you for filling in.
I was thinking about giving an A through D, but I thought you guys should at least know your football by now. If you haven't looked at your football knowledge book, you should probably look at it a second time, because this is a recent question. This is 2008.
Okay.
I could go through it. I could get.
We want to call in at 609-807-2492. Jonathan's patiently waiting for a caller with that answer, and you will be in the running for what a mighty big helmet you got. What is this? Spaceballs?
yes, it's no. So the helmet. It's obviously mystery box, autographed, certified. Nobody knows what's in
You
it.
say Vince Young got replaced.
As a starter or that season or permanently.
Was he there for the season? He got hurt?
He was injured in the very first game of the season. He was taken out in exchange for somebody else.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the person's name because that's the trivia question.
Now, did this guy continue to be the quarterback for that team?
Believe it or not, no, it was a one-year wonder.
And
Like I
then-
said, I'm not going to say the guy's
Oh, I
name.
think I know.
I know who it is.
Don't say the person's name. And for those of you who are watching this show, if you're too chicken to call, then you don't know nothing. Try to prove it to me. I'm looking at you for the 100,000 plus people who are sitting there watching this show. If you know sports, then you should answer this question. You win a helmet. Be brave.
Exactly what he said.
Right there? Did he get it right?
He got it right. I'm not going to say the person's name.
Okay.
Wait, so all someone has to do is sit at home, Google this, call in and get a helmet?
No. So last week we had a caller, Arizona Cardinals fan, right?
Yes.
Just like
A woeful Cardinals fan.
just probably. So we have like a resident fantasy guru guy's been calling in. John Carter does a great job, right? And,
Where are you, Johnny boy?
And hockey's outside the realm of John Carter's reach. Football, baseball, basketball, we can get to him. I don't know if he wants to dive into.
Okay,
hockey.
hold on. We got a question for him. I want John to call in because my buddy Paul at work, who I went to Lafayette with and lived in Brooklyn, Paul Macchia, who hit the Yankees' 10,000th home run?
In franchise history?
And Paulie, is that franchise history, I would imagine?
Yeah, I would imagine.
In franchise history.
That's
Yes.
such a broad question.
I know,
Because
come
you
on.
could say that happened. Who knows if it happened in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s?
That's a good question, though.
That's,
Yeah, I mean, listen, for a true Yankee.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Phone call.
I mean,
Tuning
Google
in.
it again.
All right.
Hello?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Who's this?
Hello.
This is Ryan. I think I know the answer to your quick trivia question.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Would
Ryan,
it be Kerry Collins?
Oh, yeah!
Ding, ding.
Ryan, you said?
Yes, Ryan.
Interesting. Okay.
Thanks to the power of
Now,
Google.
did you use Google?
I may or may not have.
Very good. Okay. Ryan, we're gonna ask you a question. You're gonna have 10 seconds to answer it, and I'm gonna have Carl ask you this question because he's been dying for the last 2 weeks now, for the last week, to fire away. So you have 10 seconds once this question is done. If I think in my mind, if I close my eyes and I hear your fingers moving on Google, you're fired. Carl, ask the question.
Okay, so this will be Super Bowl 11, okay? The Oakland Raiders versus the Minnesota Vikings. Give me the winning score and the MVP of that game, please.
You have 10 seconds, and I have my timer started because I know your fingers can't move that fast.
That's not a 10-second question. No,
I'm going to have to go with the Oakland Raiders, 24-17. And the MVP, I don't got a clue, honestly. I don't think I know.
Is that correct?
No, the score was 33-14,
Wow.
and the player was Fred Biletnikoff.
Fred Biletnikoff, the great Fred
would've got that.
Biletnikoff.
Not a chance.
That's a brutal question.
So,
By
Yeah,
the
that
way,
is a brutal question.
so Ryan, I'm a little bit disappointed because you
Hold
can't.
on, man. So why do you guys think it's brutal?
Because no general sports. I mean, unless you're an advocate, like a complete fucking.
Well, it can't be layups either.
No. I'm not saying a layup, but Super Bowl 11. The kid's probably 22 years old.
So I'm gonna agree, but I'm gonna disagree, and I'll tell you why. The point of the questions, right, is to make it hard enough where if somebody gets it correct, they're in the running for a free full-size autograph helmet. If somebody calls in and we ask them, hey, did ESPN, what sport is coming back first, right? So we have to ask questions that will stump them. The person who calls in and gets it, you know they earned it, right?
Okay.
Like, if he got that right, I mean, that's awesome. He earned that, every bit of it. You know,
What you guys should do is when you ask, if they don't get the answer correct, you should keep going with it until somebody does answer.
Well, you see, we don't want to give.
Then the next person.
We're not charitable people on this show. Okay, so Ryan,
I am.
are you still on the line, Ryan?
I am.
Okay, so let me tell you something.
How old are you? Just
So-
curious.
All right,
How old are you?
Ryan.
I'm 18.
Exactly.
You're 18. All right, so Ryan, let me tell you something. You're an avid sports fan. All right, you seem like a guy that I know pretty damn well. So you have the nerve to answer my question as in the blink of an eye. It took you probably 2 minutes. You can literally, I could literally go get a sandwich, and you were probably on your phone watching the show, typing it with Google. Meanwhile, if you were an avid sports fan and you really wanted a helmet, you should have at least knew and came prepared for anything and everything. Because Ryan, let me tell you something. You seem like a guy that seems like an avid sports fan. Am I right?
I'm not gonna know Super Bowl 11.
I am.
You are? What team are you?
Within the.
What's my favorite team? My favorite team's the Jets.
You're the New York Jets, huh?
What his genre? What his?
Yeah.
His.
Okay, so Gangrene. So let me tell you something. 50 years ago, who was the MVP of Super Bowl 54? Guys. Ryan needs to take his medicine.
Did we give him another chance?
No, I'm not giving him another chance.
Ryan's already for bed. He's 18.
Hold on,
Let him go.
John. Maybe we should. I'm throwing it forward to you. If they're like, in their like teens, or should we give them how old they are and give them a newer date?
I don't know. Jason said you got to give the guy a shot.
What do you think, John?
All right, Ryan.
Oh, let him go.
Hold on a second. I'm going to be honest with you, Jay. Because you haven't called in, I'm not listening to you. I'm not throwing up Dynasty Yankee baseballs, and I'm not listening to you about this. So you're out on that until you call in. Our listener, our caller got it wrong. Seems like a great guy. Don't know him. But, Jay, until you call in, you can't tell me what we can do for the call.
All right, so Ryan, you're out. Adios. Thank you for the guess. Come back when your brain's on and you have the right plug turned on, because it seems like you weren't prepared.
That's like child abuse, bro.
That is. The guy... Listen, he was born in 2011. Relax. I mean...
Should we get...
No, you're... No, but what I said to Carl was, ask the guy his age and ask him what his years of expertise are. So, like I said, if you ask me, my expertise is the 90s. So, pull out a 90s question. Don't pull out something from 1970.
Is he still on the air?
No,
Ryan
nice to
is.
hear.
I'm hoping, Jay. I have a Broncos question.
I would love to hear this.
Locked and loaded for you, who's a Broncos fan. How about that? How
There you go.
about the people who are watching tell us the teams they like,
There you go.
and we will get a question about their teams. How about
Well, that's how
that
Francesa
one?
used to do it when he used to give out Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah,
we
he,
have a- we have a
he would
phone
say,
call,
"What
guys."
kind of fan are you?" I get it.
All right, guys, you're on with us.
Don't be brutal with the callers.
Hello.
That was his friend.
Oh, that was
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, is this the Sal Angeletti show?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Hi, Darren.
You know.
It's Matt.
I was trying to disguise my voice. I figured you wouldn't know.
Darren, let me ask you a question as a Steelers fan.
Oh, here we go.
I can't hear you guys. Ask me any question. I'm not going to know it, but I'll give it a shot.
Oh my!
You're a Steelers fan, but we're going to ask you a question.
Dad,
Hold on.
I love you, but for the sake of your public image, please don't humiliate yourself.
What was?
Just give me a question. Let me see how much I know. Give me a question on the Steelers. Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead, Jonathan. Go for it.
Steelers, Cardinals, Super Bowl. What was the name of the defensive player that ran the fumble back for the longest return
God,
fumble in
Dan.
Super Bowl history?
Even a non-steal. See, but that's a good question. I like that question.
That's a great question. I should definitely know the answer to that. I should definitely know the answer to that because I just saw the replay of it when I was watching TV. That should be the easiest question, but because I'm so bad with my memory, I'm not gonna know the answer. But
Okay.
I'm gonna go with either go with William Shazier or Simmons.
Simmons, who?
Shazier wasn't there yet, and he's thinking of Timmons.
No, it was.
No.
Hold on.
I know who
I mean-
it was.
Yeah.
Was the second choice right?
No.
Dad, I love you, but you're completely wrong. I need to get you an encyclopedia for Father's Day about football. You really disappointed me. We had you on the show last week as a special guest. You came in here all red hot thinking that you know a lot about your Pittsburgh Steelers, but yet you come on the air, you're literally outside where Gene is, you're literally watching the show as we speak.
No,
you
he's
know the
outside.
questions are coming, and yet our boy Jonathan here throws you a question that should be easy peasy lemon squeezy because again, it's 2008. But you don't know anything, and you're not prepared, and you're not confident
All right.
enough, and you're not.
I got the answer.
Up over
I'm
here.
gonna give out the
Carl,
answer.
No,
give
don't
the
give out no
please.
answers. Don't give it.
Give me the answer, please. Give me the answer anyway, just so I know.
Go ahead.
Okay. The defensive back who ran the fumble back was James Harrison.
He wasn't defensive.
He wasn't a defensive.
Oh,
he
sorry,
was a
defensive end. James Harrison.
And by
James
the way,
Harrison.
the 2008 Defensive
player,
Player
good
of
player.
the Year. That
Oh,
same
guy's a
season.
monster.
Then later he went to New England.
Listen, don't.
Later
It's
Well, I
perfect.
hope somebody wins that helmet. A good question, Carl. I think your question was extremely hard. I don't think it's even though I agree
Okay, hold on.
with the fact that you have to put a hard question together. That was a tough one. Getting a score right. That was a really tough. Getting a score right.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Especially
but,
for an 18-year-old.
No, that's good. Keep up the good work, fellas. I'm going to let somebody else call in because I know you guys are busy. So great talking to you guys. Great show. Keep it up, okay?
Have a good night.
All right, I noticed that Timmy Gephardt is watching. Hello, Timmy from Pittsburgh. We had a great time in
Timmy,
February.
how are you, brother? Hope you're doing well over there.
I know
And a wife
you
and a baby.
I know you love football. If you want to call in and be on the thing to get this autograph helmet, call in. And we'll ask you a question about your favorite team, and you could shoot away with the answer, and you'll be in the running for this autograph helmet.
So tonight we're called Not Talking Baseball.
Hey, listen.
You know what? Now that he said that, that's a great segue right there, because I'm going to break the news right here, ladies and gentlemen. Starting next week, next Wednesday, June the 3rd, we are on from 6 to 8 p.m. We are mowing you down with 2 hours. It's going to be everything and anything and the kitchen sink that they used to give away at Jan's Ice Cream Parlor in Brooklyn. And next week's special call-in guest is Brandon Steiner. And everybody knows Brandon. He's on the always on the Yes Network with the Yankees Steiner memories of the game, with Steiner sports memorabilia. He's written many books, and he will be the special calling guest next week. Starting Wednesday night, he'll be calling it at 7, so make sure you tune in. Same place, same bat channel, and all that other jazz.
Wait, what hours are you on? You just said 8 to 10, didn't you?
No, 6-8.
Oh, 6 to 8.
No, it's 6
that
to
makes
8.
more sense.
Yes.
And he's not one of the Steiner brothers, right?
No, he's not Rico Scott Steiner from WCW. No.
Got it.
All right.
Well, Charlie Steiner.
Speaking of wrestling, if anybody saw part 3 of The Undertaker's documentary, The Last Ride, yours truly is on that outside of Madison Square Garden. So I want to thank Mark Calloway, a.k.a. The Undertaker, and the McMahon family and the WWE Network for
Mark, if you're listening, call in.
having me on that.
We also have I saw somebody stop in. I don't know if he's still with us, but we also have a Detroit Lions fan
Oh my
in
god.
the room. I'm gonna give a shout out to Glennie Freeman. Glennie, you might be the only Lions fan left in the world.
How about he calls in and
You
we
should
got to
call in, Glennie.
call in and get a question going for this man.
Glennie, you are extremely knowledgeable about your Detroit sports. I know you are. So I will have a Detroit question locked and loaded if you call in with a chance to put your name
Oh,
on the
I got
list.
a good question for him too, John.
Is it a Detroit Lions question?
Yes, it is. It's a
Well,
playoff question too.
Ooh.
So it can only be one of
Wait. How can you have a playoff question? What have they done in the playoffs? Nothing.
Well,
all
he
right.
should remember this. He should remember this.
Anyway.
Listen, none of my teams have done anything either, so I'm not going to rag on somebody else's.
I can't
until-
brag either.
All right, let's go back to any of the football fans still call in. It don't matter. What is going? Are we having a baseball season?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Well, I honestly think the players and the owners need to work something out because this hurts the integrity of the league. You got to remember, earlier this year, the league had to take 3 or 4 months to handle the Houston Astros sign stealing problem, and the punishment wasn't even satisfactory to anybody. They let the Astros get away with 2 years of cheating. So now you get to the point where, okay, the world needs sports again. Phil Murphy and Andrew Cuomo finally loosened up their chairs, and we're like, okay, you know what? The world needs sports again.
Yeah, but there's a lot of it's a lot. There's a lot because if let's say there's no fans, the people who work the concessions, the security guards, the whoever, the parking attendant, nobody's making money but the ball players.
Exactly. If I'm the owner, and I want sports back, just like you guys, bad. Like we need it.
Yeah.
We got to keep our minds off.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I'm the owners, I say no go. I cancel the whole thing. If I'm the owners, I say, listen, I'm bringing in no revenue from concessions. I'm bringing in no revenue from.
Here's what
parking
you're
fees.
forgetting: TV.
Yeah, the sponsorships on that. That's another
Way
thing. The
too much money.
sponsorships
They're
and
gonna be
everything.
losing too much money.
But listen, at the same time, if you're the reason why when Mike Piazza got his $96 million deal, it was paid to him in his first season because of season tickets and concessions.
Exactly.
If you have no revenue stream coming in other than TV, and TV is a big deal, but if you have no revenue coming in, even if you're a billionaire, you're paying out of your own pocket in hopes
Right.
that you make it back later on. And I'll tell you right now,
But you're not paying out of your own pocket. You're paying from your sponsors.
yeah, but how many people do you think are going to be in there if you're not giving away business seats? If you're not giving away,
Right. The club seats and all that other
If you're
stuff.
not
Yeah.
giving
Doesn't matter.
anything-
You still we're
Club
talking about
seats, season
people-
ticket holders.
commercials themselves, Coca-Cola, all the WB Mason, all these companies that
Yeah,
are
but-
shelling out shitload of money.
Yeah, but nobody's paying them.
Nobody's paying them because
Because, like, let's say on the Yes Network, they're showing repeats, but I don't know how much money they're making off of showing last year's Yankee games the whole season. That's
No,
what they've
but
been
you're talking-
doing.
I'm talking about the
I'm
actual
saying,
commercial.
Budweiser and all that, but they're not
I wanna
paying.
Cut you guys off. It's a good topic. SNY, they canceled all their shows.
wow.
They have no shows
Yeah,
because
they
they
got no-
canceled. So
Of
they're
course.
showing old highlights from the NLCS from the Mets because they canceled all those shows.
Jason Pilar said it best earlier, and Jay, it was a great point, and I had it in my mind. Joe called up and said the players make it $8 million prorated, things like that, right? Mm-hmm. Anywhere in the world you go to right now, 36 million plus people on unemployment during a pandemic. Okay? Mm-hmm. Anywhere you go, people, if they go to their job or they get a contract to do something. If they do it 1/3 of the way, they get a pro rate for 1/3. And if the owners don't have enough money or don't have the money because they're used to making a certain amount and paying out a certain amount, if an owner gives a contract to Mike Trout for $430 million, why would I as an owner pay the full amount when I'm not getting the full amount I expected to be able to pay you? And not only that, your jersey sales are down. No one can go out. Everything's closed. You agreed to split 50-50.
But that's only temporary.
Okay, so temporary.
No, here's my counter argument. Okay, so if the Angels have a, sake of argument, a $200 million payroll, but they only play 81 games, so you're prorating $100 million. Now you're only paying $100 million for the year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So where's that money going to? Trout makes big money. Rendon just signed a...
They're all getting 50% of what their contract was because they're only playing half a season.
Yeah.
So, again, if I own the Angels, Artie Moreno, I'm still getting X amount of money from Coca-Cola, X amount of money from that's covered. Maybe I'm not making as much as a profit because I'm not getting the sales, but I'm still getting the salaries are still going to be covered.
Why would they be getting the same amount of Coca-Cola? The sponsors that are Coca-Cola,
because Coca-Cola is going to be so happy. Wow, we got shit back on TV. Here's your sponsorship back.
But Coca-Cola is putting stuff on TV no matter what. The sponsorships are paying the owners money because they're selling things exclusively like Bud, like Miller, or they have seats and they have sponsorships inside the stadium named after them. No one's paying you sponsorship money if no one sees the sponsorship.
But you see it posted around the state. Commercials. TV commercials are where the sponsorships are throwing their money into.
But the teams don't get paid for the commercials. They don't own that TV station.
They rent the space. So if the Yankees own Yes Network and Coca-Cola wants to advertise, they're paying the Yankees X amount to put on 9 commercials a night.
I'm telling you, there's no way right now, all of us sitting around, I know not what one person makes here, don't care. What I'm going to tell you right now is someone says to you, baseball's back on. The minimum dollar amount that they make is $534,000, okay? If I said to you right now, for 82 games, 81 games, I'm going to pay you $150,000. What are you telling me?
I'm taking it.
And if you said anything different,
of course you're going to take it.
There are people right now that are making $30, $40, $50, $60,000. There are people that are getting slashed in a sixth. You're going on unemployment, whatever it may be. There are people that are struggling. We hear this. I hear it. Maybe not you. I'm saying my end. So you could say your end. I'm just saying for me, I hear it, and I hear a guy like Snell or Harper talk about.
And who was the other guy that just commented? Scherzer?
Yeah.
I know Harper said he wants to play.
Well,
but Harper said he wants to play, but not for $1 less because he's taking a risk. Let me tell you what a risk is, my friend. My friend Bryce Harper. Let me tell my friend Bryce Harper what a risk is.
Every day going to work.
My friend Bryce Harper doesn't know what a risk is because you know what, Bryce Harper? And I know he's not listening to the show, but if someone knows him through the grapevine, send him this hot take. Bryce Harper, my man. Dude, you have your own nutritionists. You have your own weight trainers. You have top-of-the-line facilities anywhere you go. You have access to testing at any time you want. Nobody else does unless it fits inside of your insurance or you're diagnosed when you go in. You hit a baseball for a living. You swing a bat. My friend, before you think you put yourself in some sort of jeopardy, you should take a step back, look away from your Ferrari for 5 minutes, and say, there are people out there that are really risking things for $50,000 a year.
And I'll point one out right now. This gentleman right here. It was an EMT worker at 9/11 down on Ground Zero.
That says enough.
There's a risk taker right there.
That says enough.
That's the thing.
But I haven't worked in the last 4 years because of it.
Because you got ill.
But the thing of it is, think about it.
That's the thing, John. You're correct. They're only seeing their end. They're not seeing what we do for a living. They don't see what we're going
through. But who is suffering? Who is actually suffering more? Guys who play with the Trenton Thunder, the Brooklyn Cyclones, all these minor league teams. The little guys. What are they paying for? $200 a week?
$400 a week.
$400 a week?
Again, it's still going to come down to money. The owner's gonna want. The player's gonna want their money.
Okay, what about
Next year? What
did
happens
we-
next year?
What year was it with the scare players?
94.
95.
95.
95. 95.
95 because the
been that
year
long?
before was
Yeah.
the strike.
Strike. Because next year, this might be next year where they can't play in front of fans.
Oh, why don't we just call up the minor league players and have them play?
Yeah, you don't know. This may be the new norm. You just don't know.
I'm telling you, man.
There isn't no. Listen, I'm going to say it once. Everybody's panicking for nothing.
Agreed.
So
Amen. Amen.
let's cut it out.
Not for
And
nothing.
if you're going to live in fear, stay in the house and don't come out. Lock yourself in a closet like a horror movie and don't come out.
To each their own.
I picked up garbage in New York for 20 years. I worked on the Staten Island landfill. I'm not glowing in the dark, but I had to do my job and support my family.
Well, we don't
Your hair's
know
kinda
if you are or
shiny.
not. The lights haven't turned
It's not
off
us.
yet.
It's not us. It's not us, Sal.
I know,
It's the government.
It's the media grabbed this, ran away with it, and stuck it in everybody's ear.
Worst part is it came out on election year.
I don't.
It always comes out in an election year.
I don't care.
I'm sick and tired of going to work every day. Some guy's got to pull up and pull a mask on. I'm not even near him. And I can't understand. I'm going to what actress, sir? I think I'm listening to Charlie Brown's freaking teacher.
I'm just saying. I don't care who put it out there. That's all semantics because it is what it is.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you're talking about sports, and the fact of the matter is you have guys, grown men who make millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, talking about how we have to understand what lifestyle they're used to. Okay, bro. Yeah.
They
Give
don't
me
know
a
ours.
break.
They don't know ours.
Listen, Bryce Harper's obviously delusional. But you know, it's going to come down to this, okay? Yankees are going to go to Cablevision and say, you know what? $2 extra a month per subscriber for this year.
Well, before and everybody threw their
There's all your money back for.
and we brought all of our cable boxes back
Oh, yeah.
that time, and they got their
SNY.
own network.
$2 extra. You know, you want baseball back this year? You got to pay $2.
Oh, what about out here? They're raising the tolls on the Garden State and the Turnpike.
Yeah.
You think $2? You really think $2 a network makes up for the concessions? Yankees sell out
Again,
every
they're not
game.
worried about concessions. They're just worried about cutting a profit or not cutting a loss.
Yeah, but
Instead of making $178 million this year, they'll make $3 million.
but baseball teams, all their profit is in that. A hot dog is 8 cents. They're selling them for $10.
Again,
55,000 fans a game, 81 games a year.
Well, football's going to take a loss too. Let's not
I'm
forget.
telling you,
you went from MetLife Stadium for 80,000. They want to try to squeeze in 10,
Yeah, they're gonna probably cut the attendance in quarters.
like they did with the NFL, the
What's
XFL,
deadline? Now,
whatever.
what's the deadline they have to reach the deal?
Who?
baseball?
Baseball, yeah.
I would
They
assume
got to have the spring training, they said, by mid-June.
they're looking to have
Start by
spring
July
training
1st?
by mid-June, late June. That's what they're looking to have right
Well,
now.
they're working out right now.
Yeah.
They're out at Yankee Stadium working
Yeah,
out.
I would imagine next 2
Tampa
weeks.
Bay, they're working out
2
in their
weeks, they
stadiums.
probably, if they don't get it done by the first week of June, second week of June, they're probably done.
You ready for it? Concessions in the last 9 years makes up 50% of all baseball teams' revenue.
Of course.
50%.
Again, you're not saying I agree with all that, but it comes down to if I'm the Yankees, do I need to make $100 million this year? No, I can make $10 million.
Yeah, but
this year.
don't.
But if they don't, then they can't pay the players this year.
No,
no,
don't
you
forget.
gotta listen to what I'm
but
saying.
with the other thing, the luxury tax, because of their salary.
Oh yeah,
the-
taxes.
The taxes also.
No, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're not paying. They're going to make plenty of money, like I said, through TV, through sponsorship.
But they're not making anything through TV now.
Well, here's
They're not playing.
well, you got to remember also the Players Association and the players are the key people in order to get baseball back.
Well, that's Tony
If
Clark.
if the Players Association
How he got involved.
First
in that
off, the
was
Players Association, they weren't too comfortable with the idea in general because players going outside and actually competing. That was the main concern.
There's hundreds of people shopping in Walmart. What's the big deal?
And that's a fact. I passed one by today. It was I actually just
People are going into ShopRite, Walmart. I mean, come on.
Listen, I
and these
want
guys are afraid to take a field.
Listen, I'm not.
I know guys. They're still working in my old garage. They're working 12-hour shifts because with the garbage and everything. Come on.
Again, would you be shocked if they come to an agreement and then they get fans in the stadiums? Not saying 60,000 people. You sell 15,000.
That's what it's going to probably be.
You know how
quarter,
it's going to be?
quarter
It's going to be
thing.
like the three of us here nobody here, and then the 3 seats there will be some other 3 other
Right, if you
people.
buy tickets together, you sit together.
Right, that's how
if
spread it out.
If they did it, and that's a great point. If they did it, right, they obviously have the right to block out any seating, right? So they have their stadium, and they literally block out certain seats and only allow X amount of people.
Well, the airlines cut out the middle seat, didn't they?
That's it. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
Look,
they,
if we buy it, like I said, we buy a set of 5. They put us
Hello?
all together. Then they separate us by 6 feet.
We have a caller.
Hello?
Phone call, guys.
We have a phone call without saying phone
Hello,
call.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Who do we
who's this?
have?
Hello?
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 And he's gone.
Oh. Whoever the caller was,
Please call back.
please definitely call back. We'd like to know your point, especially if you got a little bit of a take on this for sure. We seem divided here for sure. Which
Sorry,
is good,
I was a little revved up.
which is good. So we're
That's what makes
definitely
good conversation.
And if you want to call again, it's 609-807-2492. Again, 609-807-2492. Write it down if you need to.
Because
Yeah,
I heard
It's on the screen.
that they have until the 10th to get a deal.
Pretty much, yeah. Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
first, second week of June.
I mean, listen, guys.
Oh.
Caller.
Yes.
Caller,
Hello?
can you hear us?
Hey, it's Brendan. How's it going, guys?
Brendan, what's going on, buddy? Talk to us.
So forgive me if this was asked. I just got out of work and joined in. But do you feel like there's going to be an expanded playoff or less teams making the playoffs because there is a possible shortened season if there is an MLB season coming up?
Well, Brendan, when the proposal was made in the beginning of the month, the proposal originally said that they were going to expand the playoffs from each conference from 5 teams to 7 teams. Kind of similar to the new playoff system that the NFL is going to add on this year. So it would be 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, and then the top seed for each conference would get a bye. So, but it's also you don't know if it's going to be like a one-time thing, because what Major League Baseball is going to do if a season is to be played, they're going to implement these changes to the playoff system, to the designated hitter rule, and maybe, just maybe, it will become a permanent part. But to answer your question, yes, they're going to expand playoffs if a season were to be played.
And it's going to be in a warmer. Say if the Yankees make it, which they probably will, probably the stadiums in Florida are going to be open to, and Arizona are going to be open to playoffs and World Series.
So I have a question, Brendan.
Okay.
I have a question for you. New York guy,
All right.
you a Yankee fan, Mets fan?
Having trouble hearing.
What happened?
Everyone's having
All
trouble
right,
hearing us
definitely
today.
get better.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Brendan. You a Mets fan, Yankee fan, Phillies fan?
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Okay.
Oh,
So Red Sox. Okay, very very good. I like it because it's definitely outside of
the
this
box,
room.
yeah.
So I like it a lot. Speaking from a Red Sox standpoint, do you think the Red Sox, with a shortened season, you think they have a chance of making an expanded playoffs with the teams in your division, the Rays, the Yankees? You know the Orioles are completely rebuilding. But do you think the Red Sox actually have a chance to make the playoffs if the playoffs were expanded?
Yeah, I mean, I had them penciled in as one of the wild card teams, but I would definitely like their chances even more with the shortened season and the expanded playoffs. Yeah.
Brendan, what are you drinking that you have them penciled in as one of the wild cards?
I mean, but listen, though, two extra teams. I'm going to be honest with you.
It's possible, 2 extra teams.
Two extra teams. They lose.
Oh yeah,
bets.
that's right.
You
They
know
got a
that, right?
chance. That's right. I forgot.
They lose bets, but they're a young team.
They have
and
no pitching.
and they seem to retool. Okay, I understand, but their pitching was I don't know. Brendan, do you know who the starting pitching staff is? Top 4 right now. Do you know?
Nobody.
Eduardo Rodriguez, they got
No,
Nathan Eovaldi.
I don't really know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Chris
Eduardo-
Sale's out for the year.
Yeah, Rodriguez, Evaldi, and hope for rain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to see
To be
a couple
announced.
of young guns
Exactly.
that are going to be called up, like Harry Owens probably to get a shot. So he'll probably be in there.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's with the SAL injury and everything, I mean, it's pretty wide open.
I got to come back for him. When he's
Wow. Okay. I mean, listen.
Oil can Boyd.
I think it's. I mean, you guys can't argue with it if you're talking division right now.
Pedro's coming out of retirement.
in our division, in our division that they
I
have
want Cologne.
proposed now.
Cologne's out there. Give me Cologne.
Yeah, I have in our division now that they have proposed for the season. I would say the Phillies have a better chance than the Red Sox in our division.
Yeah, but that's if they
Wait a
change
minute.
it.
Are they
That's-
doing that?
yeah, no,
Are they
I
still
know,
doing
I'm
that?
just-
Well,
I don't
the,
think so.
They're gonna do
the
the
plan
10.
the plan is you play your divisional opponents and then you play the interleague counterpart
Not-
of your division.
not-
So
well,
the
not what I
NL East, the NL East will play the AL East. The
what I heard.
the NL Central will play the AL Central. That was what I heard, and that was the proposal that Jeff Passan, who's a very good MLB source.
The last thing I heard was the 10-team thing.
I tell you know what I like
Oh,
that I heard?
the 30 teams,
Yes.
the 3 division of 10 teams.
Yes.
You know what I heard that I really like? 30-man rosters, 5 inactives. I think they should have done that years ago.
Yeah, they should have. I agree.
Because you have all the
I'm looking.
pitchers that don't
I'm looking
pitch.
right now.
I basically being a fan for a long time, they should have never touched. I mean, Houston's a National League team. You switched Houston and Milwaukee, which was dumb. You have
Now,
two
this
teams
is-
in the same division in the
now,
West.
Wait, dude, this team. I'm looking at it right now. This Red Sox team is not bad, guys. Like
Give me
they've
their
got.
pitching staff.
I'm looking through. I'm going through right now, but I'm saying hitting Vertigo in the trade right from LA
Yeah.
is supposed to be a prodigy. Benintendi is coming into himself. Xander Bogaerts is an awesome shortstop.
has gotten worse
Rafael
the last 3
Devers was a monster. JD Martinez hits 40 home runs every single year. Colin McHugh is not.
He
is not
signed. He
bad.
resigned.
Colin
it?
McHugh hasn't pitched
The Red
ball
Sox
yet.
defense can make up for that pitching any day.
I would walk GD.
Evaldi, listen, Evaldi is not the end all be all, but he's a plug-in starter. Okay, so it's not. He'll
You're in
be.
the American League East. You can't contend with plug-in starters.
But come on, really? The
Yeah.
Yankees have. Really?
You call you Evaldi compared to
Name their
the guys
starting
the Yankees have thrown the
rotation
last
last year.
Who?
Tanaka, Paxton.
Paxton?
Yeah, James Paxton.
The guy from
Lefty.
Seattle who nobody but his mom knows?
Really?
Paxton?
J-Hap.
Do you follow baseball to say nobody
What?
knows Paxton?
J-Hap.
Oh,
J-Hap.
man.
They had J-Hap. They had CC.
Did we not win the division last year?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just giving them the stars what they had. I don't like them. I like the Phillies. So,
When you have Eduardo Rodriguez as your 1 and Evaldi as your 2, you have
but they
no
had last
shot
year. They had
at
Tanaka.
competing.
They had Tanaka, Paxton, CC, Hap, and not Severino.
J-Hap's
They
got,
had,
J-Hap's got a career
Herman.
ERA. of
Herman
over 4.
before he got suspended.
Mm-hmm.
They had Herman.
Yeah, and he was undefeated.
He was great.
He was what, 10
Domingo
and 2?
Herman.
14
Domingo
and 2,
Herman.
14 and 2?
Now here's a big. Now here's what they need to do. They need to get the deal for this year, and they also have to get the deal for not after next year.
Well, let's put it this way. If the season doesn't go on, Betts is a free agent.
Everybody is.
Everybody's
is.
a free agent again.
Essentially,
everybody
that's
is.
the case. If baseball doesn't happen this year, it's going to really hurt the league as far as player reputation, as far
No,
as
the contracts roll over.
That's not what I heard.
I heard they do.
They say
I
Bet.
heard they're free agents again.
Well, even that trade with the Dodgers doesn't even happen.
Nope. Because after next year, the CBA is up again, so they got to get a contract.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. All I'm saying is that I look at the division. The
They have the
Yankees.
fourth
The Yankees.
best
would-
rotation.
Well, you know what?
Division.
We can't
Who's got
really.
the fourth best rotation?
Red Sox.
The Red Sox have the fourth best.
Yeah. They're even behind Toronto's rotation.
Okay, I think everybody's rotation. The
Well, right,
Rays is
yeah.
young. I think everybody's rotation is trash.
Really? I mean, do you see the Yankees rotation?
I'm gonna.
Paxton's healthy. You got Garrett Cole and Tanaka. Those 3 right there. That's not enough.
Tanaka.
You're calling that trash?
Garrett.
No,
Cole,
he meant last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, last year. Okay, that's fair
year.
enough. I thought you were
Last
saying
year.
this year. I'm like,
No, but Paxton to me, okay, 3 or 4. So I'm glad he's there.
Paxton, I think, is going to be in the bullpen once Montgomery comes back.
No.
Paxton bullpen.
And
Paxton's
first,
your
before
three.
before
Paxton-
anything, because
Oh,
I
was that? Was
Paxton's a number 2.
I know.
Oh, was that
think
Hap
so.
I'm thinking
They'll
about?
pencil
Hap
him
you
at
think
three.
Hap, I'm probably
real quick
thinking about.
before anything, I know that he dropped out from a connection. I just want to say thank you for Brendan calling in.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thank you, Brendan.
We don't get too many Red Sox fans, bud. So thank you.
We don't want him either.
Right now, we got the
question.
2-minute warning, guys. So
But it was I don't know,
Somebody
man.
say 3 minutes.
The Red Sox in that division with the hitting, anything's possible.
So you lost Betts. You got worse pitching, and you think they could?
yeah, but we
contend.
don't know what's going to happen, so we're not going to make any predictions. We can't make any predictions
That's all
right
we
now.
can do.
Now, it's right. It is all you can do. I'm just looking at divisions, right?
I
So
said-
I'm gonna read them to you.
They're gonna miss out. So
I don't.
I say Phillies are going to miss out. What I told you in the spring.
Yeah, but let's put it this way:
ready?
all the teams right now, everybody's healthy. Everybody who was on the IL,
Right.
except for some major surgeries.
What do you mean?
Well,
What's his
Verlander
name?
was
What's his
supposed to
name's
miss-
gone? What's his name's gone for the year for the Yankees?
Who?
The young pitcher had one good season and everyone got hyped.
Oh,
about
Severino, but that's
Severino?
different.
No, he's not
He's
done.
talking about guys who were out for like supposed to be out for the first
All
month.
right, but let me division-wise expanded rosters. Right, keep that in mind. AL Central: White Sox, Indians, Tigers, Royals, Twins.
Twins and White Sox.
You think White Sox?
They're the sleeper
They've
team.
done a lot. They've done a lot of work.
They got the
Okay.
sleeper team.
All right. AL West: Astros, Angels, and you want to talk about a bad pitching staff? Let's talk about what the Angels do for Mike Trout over there.
Oh,
Oh my
that's-
gosh, the
It's gonna
Astros,
be the
Angels, A's, Mariners, and Rangers.
I throw the A's in there. I throw the A's in there.
The A's are always right there,
Always right there. Okay,
and the Astros.
Yeah.
Of course, the Astros.
so you said two, and we're gonna go ahead and say Yankees, Rays, right?
Right.
2.
The sleeper team in that division is going to be the Blue Jays.
I don't think so. I'm thinking that the Red Sox can sneak into the
Well,
second spot.
if it expands, yeah, they're in
yeah,
there.
they could sneak into the
So
second
they,
spot.
right now, you
Those are your 4
pretty
teams.
locked up, and look at last year's standings. Would Boston have been the 7th seed?
Well, they finished 15 games out.
I'm not.
Yeah,
sure.
I think
don't
they
They
had.
wouldn't make it.
Why they had 90? I think they had 91 wins. Where I have to look.
Boston? I don't think so. I think they were 70s.
What?
No.
The Red
Over
Sox.
500, I think.
The Red Sox went over 500. I think there were 84 and 78.
All right, guys, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
In what's it? 19?
I'm curious if
2019.
they would have been a 7th seed
Guys,
last year. I don't. Think
84 and 78.
There you go. All right, guys,
So. Get out more, bro.
we're a little bit. It was a
Oh, the
crazy
Blue-
show. Crazy
You-
show tonight.
You said the sneaky team was the Blue Jays. They won 67 games.
Yeah, but
I won more
they
games than
added
them.
pieces.
Who they had?
I know off the top of my head, they added Rue, the pitcher
Yeah.
from the Dodgers.
Yeah.
One good year.
One good year.
Yeah.
No, check him.
National League. Everyone knows you go from the National League to American League or vice versa.
Yeah.
Your
That's
ERA
it.
goes down or up a full point.
Yeah, tell it to Garrett
Well, with
Cole.
the like,
I will tell it to tell
Garrett
it.
Cole
to-
was
No,
4.5
if they,
in
what I'm
Pittsburgh
saying
and
is
2.5 in
if
Houston.
they do
They were also cheating.
if they do what they got to do, it's
Not
gonna.
the- come
How
on.
many garbage cans did he hear?
How many what?
How many garbage cans these guys hear? Did he know what was going on? I mean, how many? I don't know.
But Garrett Cole wasn't the year they did it. He came the year after.
All right, guys. We're going to thank everybody for calling in,
Makes
watching,
excuses.
listening,
Garrett Cole wasn't a Yankee.
It's
either.
and
fact.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Next Wednesday, Steiner, 6 to 8, new time slot, all sports. Guys, if you have questions, hit us up. Sal's going to be on his game.
Sal's gonna give
Yeah, I don't know what happened today.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Oh, big time.
My allergies. You know what you got to do?
Oh.
Showtime. Like
Okay.
he was falling asleep too. This guy.
yeah. All right, so we had a nice show tonight. Thanks for Danny to drop balling in. That he's healthy and doing a lot better. We're glad that he came
Absolutely.
in tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hopefully he could come back soon, then later. Hopefully, I want to
No
thank
hockey shit.
everybody in the back, Gene, Ruben, Monk, and like Sal said, we're going to see you at the brand new time next Wednesday night from 6 to 8. More time, more airwaves, more topics. Feel free to call in next Wednesday. Until then, same bad time, same bad channel.
All right. Stay classy, New Jersey.
You got to do it like
Stay woke.
Jerry Springer. Be good to yourselves and each other.
Yeah.